Welcome to TNT Takes. There's Trey Sizemore. I'm Tyler Schoonover. We forgot to hit the record button, so we will bring this back to the top. We're back on the NFL pod for the first time in a few months, since the Super Bowl at least. We're going to go over the Eagles and Chiefs off-season moves. We'll just get right into it. I'll just start with the Eagles this time. So offensively, like I said, everything stayed the same. Basically, of course, we got rid of Wentz, got a new coach, new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator. But other than that, players mostly stayed the same. We added an expected star wide receiver, Devontae Smith, drafted center/guard, wherever we're going to put him. I'm sure he's going to get some playing time as well if he's healthy. Landon Dickerson. We also drafted a running back, Kenneth Gainwell. We signed Jordan Howard again for some dumb reason. And then we claimed Kerryon Johnson off the waivers. Lots of running back spots. We also got Richard Rodgers back, solid tight end. Defensively, like I said, we still have one solid corner, and the rest are scrummy. I think for any other team, there might be backups. But we did draft a cornerback in the fourth round. Probably not going to be ready to start. Zach McPherson. We also signed a couple of safeties. Anthony Harris, just like Anthony Harris. Signed Flacco and Nick Mullins for the second and third string quarterback jobs. I think some needs for the rest of the offseason, of course, is a corner. If we can try to sign or trade for one, see what happens. And my prediction on the season, unless Hurts, Smith, Sanders, and Goddard just kill it, and somehow our defense shows up and maybe becomes like a top 10, top 12 defense, then I don't see us having a great year. Maybe 8 and 9. That's my prediction, 8 and 9. There's just too many unknowns, and this team is just too many young people that we don't know what's going to happen yet. Your prediction on the record for the Eagles?
I know we talked about it like when we messed up beforehand, but I've been thinking about it, and I actually really think it's going to be like a 7-10 type
Probably
season. I think it all depends on how it plays off, though, because that division, you never know. They could still sneak it out with that record, though.
You could, exactly. That's what I'm saying. An 8 and 9 record isn't too bad if you're going in the NFC East, which we'll predict the titles for that probably next pod, though, because we got a whole draft to get to, which is going to be fun. But our schedule, we have the Falcons week 1. I'm predicting a loss. We don't have any corners, and they have a lot of weapons.
I got W right there, starting off strong. Hurts is going to go out and pass for 300 yards.
I think Hurts can have as many good games as he wants, but it's all up to who we stop. We can stop Kyle Pitts.
If we can stop Calvin Ridley and Pitts. You put Slay on Ridley. Pitts can only do so much.
Who are we throwing on Pitts?
Pitts can only do so much.
You can't even name another guy from the Eagles corner. Okay, then we got the Niners. That could be a win. They're not anything too special. I mean, I doubt it.
Defense is dirty.
Defense is dirty if they stay healthy. The Cowboys are better than us, but you never know. It's a good division rival there. We got the Chiefs, probably an automatic loss. We got the Panthers, which I think could be a win. And the Bucks loss. Raiders probably loss. Lions, Chargers, and Broncos are all possible wins. Saints lost. Giants, hopefully a win. I hate the Giants. And the Jets should be a win. And we got the Washington football team, still haven't changed their name. Hopefully a win. Giants, football team, and Cowboys. So, I mean, just could go either way on a lot of those games. But yeah, we'll move on to the Chiefs offense and offseason, and we go record first, or you can just go with
we'll do record first real quick. And I'm going with a 15-2 year unless we rest starters and it's 14-3. I have a feeling. But it's going to be one of those two. It all depends on how we end the year. I think our only losses is going to be to the Raiders in Las Vegas and Titans.
Yeah, I was predicting 14-3. You know why, but I'll repeat it. I'm predicting one loss to a good team, like you said, probably the Titans, Bills, Browns, maybe Packers, and then one loss to a division team, like you said, the Raiders. That'd be my guess. and then probably a loss in week 17 or 18, depending on how you rest starters. And so I think you already have a top 2 seed locked up with that record, though, and I'm going 14-3.
And then the offseason, you watched the Super Bowl. Our biggest need was secondary. Line first. Line was our biggest need, and then secondary / linebackers I felt were the next upcoming needs. And I think the Chiefs probably had the best offseason to build an offensive line in the history of the league. You go out and sign a top 3 left tackle. You go out and sign, in my opinion, the number 1 guard in the NFL, in Thuney. And then we draft Creed Humphrey, which the only reason he fell in the draft is because he's a left-handed center. A lot of scouts don't think a left-handed center works in the NFL, which Mahomes already said after just a couple weeks. He said he was already used to it. And I feel that with Dr. Tardif coming back in right guard, Kyle Long, if he's healthy, we don't know. He just got hurt in camp. But I think the line is going to be huge for us. Mahomes is going to have an amazing year with his offensive line. He's breaking the passing touchdown record this year. It's only at 55, so I think it's easily for him to do.
Plus, you get another game in there.
Yeah. And then we didn't go out and get a wide receiver. We were going after Juju to be our number 2. But I think Mecole Hardman can step up. A lot of people bash Hardman, but I actually feel he could step up to be the number 2. And then we have Powell, who got from Clemson in the draft. I think he might compete for number 2 also. He's a big body receiver. But on the defensive side, we went out and got our first pick as linebacker from Mizzou at Nick Bolton, and I felt he was my favorite prospect in the draft for weak draft. Of course, Michael Parsons was better, but I felt the number 2 was Nick Bolton. And when we drafted him, you can ask Olivia, I was stoked in the car. I think having him and Willie Gay Jr. for years to come, that's a dynamic duo in the middle of that linebacker. Then we went out and got Jaron Reed from Seattle, defensive tackle. And I guess the move is to move Chris Jones out to the 4-3 on the outside to give him more defensive end snaps so he's not double teamed much in the middle, which I think that's a smart move. He gets one of the best defensive linemen in the league. But now our other biggest question is the whole Frank Clark stuff that went down. I guess he's facing up to 3 years in federal prison, which we have defensive ends. Tim Ward and Mike Dana both were backups to him last year, and Tucker Charlton. They could step up, and if that happens, it frees us money. So it's not too bad.
Yep.
And then the only thing that we didn't really do was fix the secondary. But this offseason, there really wasn't many corners to worth throwing a lot of money at, in my opinion, besides like Sherman, like the big names that we couldn't afford. L'Jarius Sneed is going to prove why he's a top corner in the league. I think Travarius Ward, he had a rough couple games last year. Got burnt a lot. But I think that he's going to have a comeback year. And then either Rashad Fenton or Tyrann Mathieu, whoever they want to put in that nickel/safety role. I don't think it's too bad. I think defense improved from last year. Hopefully the run defense picks up. But other than that, I think it's a great offseason for us, really.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have one goal, and that's another Super Bowl. So it's not like you guys were going to go out and sign some star wide receivers or star anything like that. You guys are more looking for – because Mahomes is going to make a lot of those receivers look good even if they're not.
Yeah.
You already have some star offensive talent anyways, so you might as well just make sure he's well protected and he'll find the open guy. So, yeah, I think that it was a very smart offseason. You guys did everything you really needed. But you have anybody close to the Chiefs right now for Super Bowl? You think the Bucs have the chance to do it again?
I mean, there's always a chance with Brady. Even when he was with the Patriots, he always had a chance, no matter what the team looked like. But I don't know. I've always been worried about the 49ers because their defense, and I think Trey Lance is going to kill it for him.
Yeah. Do you think that he's going to be the starter this year?
I think come week 8, he's starting.
Yeah,
I personally think he should wait a year, like they did with Mahomes, because Garoppolo is like Alex Smith. But they're in win-now mode with all their money they spend on that defense and offense, too. So I think they have to go with the best quarterback at that time.
I like Trey Lance a lot. I really think Trey Lance is going to be good. I just don't know if they give him a shot this year or not. I hope they do. I'd love to see him play. That's who I wanted the Eagles to get, possibly as well. But
see, I'm not going to lie, I like Hurts.
I like Hurts,
too, to go after Fields.
But I was saying if we're going to go for a quarterback, that's what I wanted. Just because everybody's talking like, are the Eagles going to draft a quarterback? And I'm like, I'd rather, go sign a wide receiver like we did because we needed more offensive talent. We have a I think, a manageable quarterback who I think we need to see what he can do anyways. If he's not good, we just go get a quarterback next draft. But if we were going to go after a quarterback, I wanted Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So next thing that we got, it's probably going to take the rest of the pod. Just to explain it, me and Trace are going to be drafting a 22-man team and 11 on the offense, 11 defense. We got just the Chiefs and Eagles rosters thrown into the draft pool. And Trace, since he is a Chiefs fan, is going to get Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going to get Jalen Hurts. Since Patrick Mahomes is just a hair above Jalen Hurts in the skill level, I'm going to take the first pick, and then we'll move on from there. And what we're going to do is we're going to just go back and forth, pick a player, and build two teams, and then we'll post them either on TikTok, on Twitter, somewhere, and just have people vote which team has the better overall roster. So, yeah, we might as well just get right into it. My first pick, I already know who I'm going with. I think there's a decent drop-off here, but I need that star talent offensively other than just Jalen Hurts. I'm going to go Tyreek Hill just so I have that star wide receiver, because the next up on the list for wide receiver would be Smith. He's not a bad option, but I don't think that he hasn't proven anything. I can't just go off of what he's projected. And I know Hills is a star, and I need Jalen Hurts to have somebody to throw to.
I got you. With Team Mahomes, first pick, we're going to go with his best friend, Kelsey. Give us the best tight end in the league.
All right. You didn't want to go with any of the Eagles cornerbacks for that first pick?
No,
I think that'd be a solid first pick.
I don't even have an Eagles corner on my list at all.
Well, I think Slay is the best.
I know you're going to take him, so.
But I am not taking him yet. I got a while before I'm worried about a corner. I think my next pick is actually, man, it's so tough. There's a couple of options, but I think that there's just the biggest drop off is at right guard. I think I'm going to go Brandon Brooks there.
Okay.
Healthy Brooks is one of the best guards in the league. Yeah, I feel like there's a big drop off after that. I mean, you can move some players around where it's not as big of a drop off, but I'm focused on, I want it to be their main position. I want them to be the best that they can be. And if that's whatever position they're best at is what I'm putting them at. So,
yeah. This next pick, I was kind of torn like where I want to go with it. And your pick did not help me in any way. But I'm going to go with Orlando Brown. Give me a young tackle to help Mahomes.
That was another option of mine. That was probably going to be my next pick if he was still there.
Exactly. That's what I was
I'm gonna go. Man, I'm probably gonna go tackle as well. I'm gonna go the opposite side. I'm gonna take Lane Johnson.
Okay. My next pick, it might be around early, but I'm doing it just because of the drop off, and I'm going Tyrann Mathieu.
That's a big one. Yeah, there's a big drop off, and that's why now that he's off the board, I'm not worried about safeties for a minute.
Exactly. I want to make sure I got the best.
There's no reason to even look at him now. I can just take one later. I don't see a big drop off in that position. I think I'm just gonna go with. It's probably about time to take. Man. Sticking too much to that offensive line. I wanted to go Jason Kelce just because he's such a good center. I might as well do it. I'll take Kelce. I'll take Jason Kelce.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, you had me worried there for a little bit. I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith. I'm gonna get me a receiver from Mahomes.
You did need a receiver, and I was looking at that, but I was like,
I I thought you were going to take him right there. I was like,
leaves
man.
a lot of open spots still.
So if
Now
I
that you
keep
took
looking
him,
at
now that you took him, a lot of the receivers are just in the same category here. I can probably wait on them now. I think I'm gonna go defense now. I'm gonna take one of the top corners. I'm gonna take Darius Slay.
All right. I'm gonna go Thuney at left guard. Solidify my left side of the line. Get the 2 best in the NFL.
Yeah, because that's a big drop off. Honestly, there's not much.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much
That's the right side. I
offense
took
already. Yeah, I have so many offensive guys already that was looking more defensive side now. So I'm probably gonna go with. It's a tough choice between Fletcher Cox and Chris Jones. Like that's why I've been waiting on. Maybe you take one, and then I'll be like, all right, now I can take the other. But at this point, it's like,
Wait another round.
I'll take one. Fletcher Cox.
Well, since the big drop off in corner, I gotta get the best corner in the draft and L'Jarius Sneed.
I wouldn't say best.
I got him. I got him above Slay.
Him and Slay are pretty close. But yeah, now cornerbacks are just bad. Man, it's so tough too between the running backs. The running backs are pretty. I mean, they're both good.
Yeah, well, whichever one gets a running back, we're not drafting 2 running backs no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait forever.
Exactly. So once that's gone, it's like, okay. I think I'm gonna make it tough on you. Go 2 D tackles.
Mother.
Take Chris Jones just to make it tough on you, just to see what happens there. Because there's a big drop off after that one there. That makes my defense real tough. You can't double both of them.
Man,
He was the best one left in the draft, anyways.
Man.
Now you might as well just say fuck tackle and defensive tackle and just leave it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
Give me a young, athletic linebacker. That was my next pick too. I just don't want you having the 2 best tacklers or the 2 best corners. No matter what, I was screwed either way.
Yeah, I probably would have waited on corner just because I just didn't want to waste a pick on second corner. But when I saw Jones was there, I was like, I gotta capitalize on the best guy left for sure.
That
sucks. Still upset about that one. Shoot. This is where it gets real tough. Since you took one of the best linebackers, I guess I'll oh, nice. I'll take Eric Wilson from the Eagles.
All right, I'm doubling down on linebacker. I'm finishing off with Willie Gay Jr.
Okay, he was on my list too, but I thought Wilson was better, just in my opinion. I still need. I'll wait until you take one of those. Wide receivers are so hard to pick from right now. I'll probably go with one of my safeties now. I'll take Anthony Harris.
All right, this next pick I'm going to go with the D tackle, Reed.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of those defensive ends. Man. Just because we don't know what Frank Clark's issue is at the moment, I'm gonna go Brandon Graham.
That's what I was thinking about too. See, I don't watch a lot of Eagles games, so it's hard for me to say, but I'm gonna go with Derek Barnett at defensive
Derek
end.
Barnett's a good one. He's definitely our second best end. I'm just
I fell after him. It was a pretty big drop off, so I was like, I at least gotta get one.
Put him in the wrong spot. Yeah, it just looks. I'm just looking at who we have so far. We'll take a break and then say who we have, just so we can keep updated here. So of course I have for my offense, quarterback Jalen Hurts, wide receiver Tyreek Hill, center Jason Kelce, right guard Brooks, tackle Johnson, and then defensive wise I have defensive end Brandon Graham, defensive tackle Fletcher Cox and Chris Jones, linebacker Eric Wilson, cornerback Darius Slay, and then safety Anthony Harris. And then for you have Patrick Mahomes as quarterback, tight end Travis Kelce, wide receiver 1 Devontae Smith, left tackle Orlando Brown, left guard Joe Thuney, defensive end Derek Barnett, defensive tackle Reed, linebacker Nick Bolton, linebacker Gay Jr., cornerback Sneed, and then safety Tyrann Mathieu. So you might have some offensive power, just a little bit more like.
Right now, your defensive line, like it's killer.
And my defensive line is stacked, and then my offensive line is pretty solid too. But I only have a quarterback and a receiver for my actual offense. Mm-hmm. So I think that now would be a good time to take tight end Dallas Goedert.
Okay.
Just in case you decided to run a 2 tight end set and screw me over.
I was not gonna lie, I was actually thinking about that. But I'm gonna go with my offensive line, go with the next best available, in my opinion, with Creed Humphrey at center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. For my left guard, probably gonna take Sayamalo. I can probably wait on that one. I can wait on that one. I'm gonna continue to bolster up the offensive scoring wise. I'm gonna go with Robinson.
Okay. I'm going to go on offense as well for receiver, and I'm going to go Powell out of Clemson. Give me another big body with Smith.
That's the only thing is I'm not very big on the rookies yet. I don't know their.
That's what's risking my team. I got my 2 receivers are both rookies. So
yeah, exactly. I don't know how they're gonna do, and I don't know much about them, especially if they're not drafted by the Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
I was gonna go away with I was gonna go with offensive line, but I figure I can wait on this spot because I don't think you're gonna take this dude. So.
No, I'm not going offensive line here. I think I'm gonna take my second corner actually, even though it's so hard. I think I'm just gonna take Ward though.
Charvarius Ward. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I had him as my second corner.
Your next best though.
Yeah, had him as the next best. Him and this other dude were tied. But I'm actually going to go with the receiver again. I'm going to get, in my opinion, the best one available in McCall Hardman.
Yeah, he was the best one available.
I want to make sure I get him and don't get stuck with someone I do not want.
Who's your other receiver? Forgot to write him down.
Powell.
Gotcha. Man, I'm not going to go best on the board because best on the board would be one of the running backs by far.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that
either
I'm
one we
fine
get
with either of them.
Yeah, I'm fine with whichever one I end up with. So.
Yeah, they're both just like nobody's like so much ahead of the other. Like you could probably say one's better than the other.
The better runner is Clyde. The better receiver, Sanders. So like it's
except last year, but yeah.
Yeah.
Last year he sucked at receiving, but I'm just gonna count that as an off year for everybody. Yeah, so I'll probably just go. Man, linebackers are pretty even at left too, though. Like,
are you going 2 linebackers or are you going 3 linebackers?
I think I'm going 2.
I'm going
have
2.
To go,
3.
I have to go third corner. Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I'd have to go. If I go another linebacker, which no matter what, I'm going at least one more linebacker, but.
Mm-hmm.
Hitchens and Singleton. I'm not sure how much of a difference there are between those two.
Depends what you'd want your team to be like for how Hitchens plays.
Yeah. It's another thing. I don't watch all these Chiefs games and know every single player like that. So
I'm just saying. If I was you, I'd take Dorian O'Daniel over Hitchens. Hitchens awful in the
run. Yeah, I think I'll just wait then on linebackers. There's plenty available that are all there. Probably take my third receiver. I think I'm going to take Jalen Reagor.
That's why it was either him or Hardman for me for the last 2.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't take any of them because I was like, I could take either one of them.
I'm gonna go my next one. I'm gonna go with Thornhill for my other safety spot.
Okay.
Well, I did that. Let me see how it finishes off because I might move Matthew to corner depending on how the whole thing finishes off.
I think I'm just going to take my left guard now. He's special, but he's solid. I'll take Isaac Seumalo.
I'm gonna go with defensive line and get Naughty at defense tackle. NNADI. We're both done with receiver, right?
Yeah. Well, your last pick was who? Before this one?
Not defense tackle Naughty.
Before this one.
Thornhill. Free safety.
I think I'm just going to take my third corner and go Avonte Maddox.
All right, so I'm good on corner. I don't have to worry about stressing about corners right now.
Who do you got?
I'm waiting for my corner right now, but I'm going to go with.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't. Yeah, there are just not many left, so you're kind of just stuck with whatever's left.
My right guard, I'm going to go. I'm actually going to move Landon Dickerson, your guys' center, to right guard.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I almost did that for my left guard, but I was like, I think Seumalo is better.
See, I was thinking that or the doctor, but I think it's tough. I think they're both kind of the same, and Dickerson's younger and cheaper, so.
Yep. think that I'm not sure who's winning the battle right now between left tackle of Andre Dillard and Jordan Mailata for the Eagles, but I mean one of those two have to be the next one, the next best available. I think I'm gonna go with Jordan Mailata though. He was the better player last year.
How are we doing the whole Frank Clark situation? Are we in this draft? Are we saying he's in and I draft another one just in case he's not to fill that spot, or are we saying that he's out and I don't?
We're playing it as if the season started right now and he's in.
He's in. I'm gonna go Frank Clark with this next pick.
That was gonna be one of my choices, but I wanted to wait until we cleared that up and you chose. And so I was like,
because I don't want to get screwed because it was either him or Kerrigan really. So I was like,
yeah, it wasn't too upset anyways. I like Hargrave for the Eagles, but I'll probably wait on that now because it's not like you need him now.
So my D-line's done, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I had left on defense is 2 corners.
Yeah, 2 corners.
Okay, and offense.
For offense, just a running back and a tackle.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna take. I think I'm just gonna take Alex Singleton for my linebacker right now. Like Singleton.
Okay. In my opinion, I'm gonna go with the better of the one. I'm gonna go Clyde right here at running back.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't worried about that one. But yeah, one of those had to go eventually.
So I was like, the rest I don't have to be stressed about not getting who I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably take. Man, it's such a tough choice between Josh Sweat or Ryan Kerrigan.
That's what I was stuck between too. If I did not get Clark.
Yeah. We're both good. I think I'm going to go Ryan Kerrigan, though.
My next pick, I'm going to go corner Rashad Fenton.
Gotcha. I think I'm going to take my Miles Sanders right here.
Corner and tackle. I'm going to go with the one I know for sure I want, which is right tackle, Niang.
Okay.
And I'll decide if I want my last corner to be or safety.
Yeah, I'm just going to take my last safety right here, and I'm going to go Roddy McLeod.
No, I'm going to take a chance on it. Maybe not. Dang, this is tough.
Yeah, you got time. I don't have any picks left. My team is set. So.
What corners do you have?
My corners are Darius Slay, Javarius Ward, and Avonte Maddox.
And your safeties are Harris and McLeod?
Yep.
You know, I'm going to take a chance on the Eagles' 4th-round pick and McPherson.
Solid. Yeah, there wasn't much options, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll go over the teams here in a second. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty fun little idea. I'll probably post them all up into a little picture.
You got mine all right here on notes.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean mine are all in an Excel sheet right now. But yeah, I can print them out a little bit. Or
I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I had to change on the offensive side, I'd have to change any pick on offense actually. That's what I had in my mock. I did it here. The only changes on defense was Ward and Jones. I'll take it as a win. I only had to change really 2 spots.
Well, Jones is a big one.
It is a big one. It's a big loss, but I wanted to take.
But the thing that I really wanted to hit defense as much as possible, just because I knew that you had Patrick Mahomes. So if these teams are going up, I was thinking we could also play this in Madden or something sometime. These 2 teams, draft them out this way.
Yeah.
Create a roster this way and play against each other or something. Just to see how it goes. But yeah, I thought this was a fun idea. I saw it on the Eagle Eye podcast.
Might have to do it when I come out there, because when we have Madden 22.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll post these somewhere. I mean, we still have time for more on the pod if you want to do more on the pod, or if you want to save it for next time. Or
what else were you thinking?
So I have on this pod our top 5 in quarterbacks, running back, wide receiver, tight end, cornerback. We can always split those up into different pods too. Like we could do quarterback this time, and then next time do running backs, and then next time do wide receivers. Just before the season starts, we have more content.
I gotcha.
So yeah, we could always just start at quarterbacks. Quarterbacks kind of easy, so we could always start
top 5.
there. Yeah, just top 5 in quarterbacks, and then after that, we'll pick a division winners, and we can pick it in either one division at a time, or we can do one conference at a time. We can just do them all.
All right.
So yeah, we have some time. I think we should probably just do the one position quarterback, and then for now we'll probably just do
AFC West, NFC East. Since we're already on topic of
yeah,
the Eagles
we'll just do the Chiefs and the Eagles division, and then we'll just do the rest next time. Just because I'm not sure what's still going to play out from here till the season. Maybe a little closer towards the season we can do that one. But yeah, I'll definitely post these up too. But all right, we'll move on to the top 5 at each position. So quarterback is what we're going to do today. Next time we'll do running back and wide receiver. Maybe next time we'll do multiple, but for now we're just going to do quarterbacks. So I think we both have a consensus on who's the best quarterback in the NFL. So my number 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
My number 2, Aaron Rodgers.
My number 2.
My number 3 is where it kind of got tough. I mean, not that there's many options, but just which one to choose between the two. I went with Josh Allen as my number 3.
See, my number 3, just because of who it is and what happened last year, I'm going Tom Brady as number 3.
Yeah, I think I don't have Tom Brady in my top 5.
I have to, just for how he still manages to win a Super Bowl and still does what he does. But
I just don't have that on him as much. Of course, he had a big role in them winning the Super Bowl, but his overall play in the Super Bowl was...
That's like me with LeBron. Like right now, Brady's a GOAT quarterback, so he's always going to be in my top 5. Just like LeBron's always in my top 5 no matter what happens.
My number 4, I went with Russell Wilson.
My number 4, I went Allen.
And then my number 5, I went with, if he plays this year, Deshaun Watson.
My number 5 was Deshaun Watson. Number 6 was Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is 6. Yeah, my 6 probably would have been Brady's because there's not many options to. A lot of them are in the same category after that. I mean, I'd probably throw, depending on how Dak comes back, he'd be in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Probably Stafford might be in the top 10. He finally has a decent.
I like Stafford a lot.
But yeah, overall we kind of had this close to the same ones. We'll get to the division winner predictions. Start with the NFC East.
All right, the NFC East, I got the Cowboys at 1, Eagles at 2, football team at 3, Giants at 4. I think the Cowboys, if Dak's healthy, they have too much power on offense.
Yeah, if I was not an Eagles fan and I was looking at it from an outside perspective, probably would have the Cowboys at top, but I just can't ever say that. So I'm gonna go Philly at top. Then I'm gonna go Cowboys, football team, then Giants.
Yeah.
I think they'll get rid of Daniel Jones if they end up last.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to say the football team on top. I do.
Yeah, I know.
They have an amazing defense.
Yeah, they do have a good defense, but they still don't. I mean, they have a good offense too with McLaurin and
Terry. Yep, Fitzmagic there.
Yep.
I really wish they would have took a young quarterback. Like
they got Curtis Samuel this offseason too.
Yeah.
They have some decent wide receivers. The whole division has good wide receivers except the Eagles, really. The Eagles have a couple, but
yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on to the AFC West though.
I got Chiefs #1, of course. This is where kind of like 2 and 3. I was kind of stuck between.
Yeah, you know who's going to be last.
2, I'm going to go actually the Chargers because I think the Raiders' big loss in the offensive line is what's going to hurt them. I have Raiders at 3, and then the Broncos at 4.
I didn't think I thought the Raiders kind of did better than they were expected to for most of the season last year. A little bit, I guess. They only went 8-8, so it's not like anything special. But I don't know. I think the Chargers actually are going to be good this year. I like Herbert a lot.
Yeah.
So I have it the same way. I have Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos. Broncos are going to be awful.
Yeah.
Depends on if Locke actually.
Locke or Bridgewater, whoever wins that quarterback battle.
And I think they have a good tight end there, though, at least.
Yeah, no offense, nice. And then they still have Sutton at receiver, Jerry Jeudy at receiver. They still have good receivers. Better than the Eagles, but
I don't know if the record will be.
No, their record will not be.
But I think the Chiefs will have an easy-ish year to have a good record, 14-3, 15-2, whatever you expect, because they get to play the NFC East this year. So I mean, that's 4 wins right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
it should be 6 wins in our division too. So right off the bat, there's 10 wins easily.
Yeah, should be. I mean, Broncos should be an easy win, and Chargers or Raiders, one of them you'll probably lose to once, but that should be at least 5 wins then. And there's 9. Then you guys play the Bengals.
That's a W. We got the Browns, which I think I can go either way.
The Browns are a decent team, yeah.
Ravens, we're gonna win.
The Ravens, you guys are gonna win.
Steelers, I have us winning.
Steelers, you guys are gonna win. I don't think they're gonna be that good this year.
Yeah. Then we have the Packers. So I was like, it depends on if Aaron Rodgers is playing, like how they're doing and all that stuff. And then we have of course, the Bills. And I think the other one was do we play the Bucks this year?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I don't think so, at least. I was looking at it today.
I was shocked that we weren't playing the Bucks because usually you always play the Super Bowl rematch week 1.
Yeah. They always like to throw you guys at the Patriots for a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that was a pretty solid pod, though. I'll fill out all these teams and then post them sometime today. And then I'll post a pod right after it.
Works for me.
Yeah, we'll run next Tuesday. Will probably be a basketball pod, just because that'll be the end of the finals, and then the Tuesday after that is probably when we'll actually do a NFL pod again. It'll be really close to the season, actually.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.